Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Whatever it is where you are, I truly hope you're having a good one. And if you're watching this VOD, you're awesome too. Looks like we're going to have to go through a whole night. There are wolves around right now. I just heard them. Fucking hell, man. I really hope the sky is clear, man. I didn't come all the way here just to fucking continuously go through snowstorms. Snowstorms and wolves. Should have been the title of this stream, I'll be honest. How you doing, Mortis? Where's the son of Gray when we need him? They're getting closer. Oh. I definitely hit one. Oh yeah, it's down. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was watching that. These are tracers, right? Is that what I got in here? Yeah, it's tracers. Fucking hell. Ooh, are you, wait, sick out of character? Like, IRL sick? Is that seriously the only wolf? Oh, God. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, I can't believe you played an event feeling like that. Jeez, I mean, you know, you spent a lot of time building up to a moment, you know. It's kind of hard not to. So I get that. Yeah, well, it's nice, you know, especially for Mitch, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sacrifice indeed. Like, I don't know who the fuck lives up here, but they're never up here. Is there somebody there? No, that's just a railing. Like, every time I've been up here, just nobody's here. I gotta hurry as Mitch here. I just want to see a sunrise up here, so I can't leave until I do. Now I gotta get some trees. Is there not bark on this? Oh no, are you kidding me? Like, clearly the person who lives here is always here. Like, their flag is up. They're definitely maintaining. Oh man, I have one piece of paper. I hate that. I want to keep my paper. Yeah, I never found out, ever. Either as Regis or even as Mitch now. Just never anybody here. Oh, I'm guessing there must have been a couple. Man, that would be, and I'm not just saying that, but it would be the perfect spot for Mitch. I mean, imagine every morning being able to watch, like, the perfect sunrise. I'm gonna stay up here until I notice somebody's dead here. I'm just gonna take that base. So it's perfect too. It's at the top of a mountain, like the graybeards, you know? And Mitch is a graybeard, so. I'll rip this hoodie up, I think. I think I could use rags, right? Forget I haven't used rags to do this in a long time. I usually always get bark or I have paper, but I only have one paper right now, so kind of don't want to use that. But I can. Let's burn this whole place. Good thing it's made out of freaking concrete, except for the door. Well, at least I know I can shut the door. Look at that tracer. And a bullet's lost. Some deaths today. Every day. There's a unique kind of pain in a goodbye that's never spoken. It's not the parting itself that lingers, but the silence that follows, the questions left unanswered, the moments unresolved. These farewells, steeped in ambiguity, leave us suspended in a haze of emotions caught between what was and what could have been. The absence of explanation becomes its own ache, an invisible weight that follows us. Yet, within this discomfort lies an invitation not just to grieve, but to grow. Life rarely gives us the closure we crave. The human heart longs for certainty, for neat conclusion that allows us to move forward without hesitation. We seek reasons, hoping that clarity will somehow ease the pain. But when someone leaves without explanation, the narrative is left open-ended, and the mind races to fill the void. We replay conversations, re-examine memories, and question ourselves endlessly. Was it something we said or didn't say? Was it avoidable? Could things have been different? Yet the truth is, life isn't always meant to be understood in the moment. Not even story comes with a tidy resolution. Some chapters end abruptly, forcing us to grapple with ambiguity. And while this can feel like a betrayal of our need for understanding, it also holds a profound lesson. The opportunity to cultivate peace. Peace within ourselves, even when the world around us feels unresolved. Hey, Hella, how you doing? Ooh, just applied. Indeed. Did the wolf run away? Because did I kill the alpha? I think I did. Oh boy. One, two, three. I'd love to be able to watch it from the top. Maybe. Yeah. Think I heard one? Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, man. They just keep coming? Goodness. Maybe I can climb. But if I slip, I'm gonna fall. And imagine seeing it from up there. It has to be the best spot. Now I could only wait. Wait for my medicine to take effect. And climb up, if I can, before morning. And witness what possibly can be the most beautiful sunrise on this island. Hello, Debbie. Killed 3 wolves now. They just keep coming. I've got to warm up. I have to time this right. It's going to take me a while to climb. I'll try my best. I can't give up now. I've never given up. Was that a bear? The fuck was that? Yeah, sounded like a bear. I need to make it up the tower. Can we climb these? Yeah. I'm already exhausted. I was fighting a battle inside myself. I had to do this. Looks like someone got the bear. I was determined to watch that sunrise. Luckily, the medicine was helping me. But I was scared of falling. But if I would have remained scared my whole life, I would never be where I am today. So I have to keep going. Why do I? Fight, Mitch. Pain was unbearable. Hadn't made it. So many people suffer from much bigger causes. I can't sit here and complain about my pain. Pain that is so minor compared to everything that everyone has been through. But for every lost soul, I'll fight for another day. And thank the universe for a chance to watch another sunrise. was scared of sitting down. Scared that the pain would get greater and I wouldn't be able to get down. The time was almost here. I had made it. Against all odds. Every goodbye spoken or unspoken has something to teach us. The ones without explanation, though the most painful, are also the most transformative. They force us to confront the limits of our control. They teach us patience, resilience, and the difficult art of letting go. In their silence, they challenge us to create our own closure, to find healing, not in the answers we seek, but in the strength we discover within. And in the end, it makes it worth it. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for another day. unanswered goodbyes force us into this space of introspection. They strip away our illusions of control and remind us that closure is not something we can demand from others. True closure comes from within. It's not about understanding why someone left or what might have gone wrong. It's about learning to release the need for those answers. It's about finding peace in the present, despite the shadows of our past. All right. Moment is done. Sorry, I was solo RPing. I did notice. Hella. By the way, he said, you remember, I remember playing with you, but I don't remember what did you RP. It's been a while. It could have been so many things. Hella, I couldn't remember either. It's been a while. That's right. I'm playing Regis right now, Quad. It's just, Regis actually lived to be very old, For some reason, your stream doesn't pop up on my left side thing until I open it, like the link through Discord. That's strange. Huh. Remember when, remember when Regis died, he said, before that he said, I'll go out there and nobody is going to remember me. No one is going to recognize me. That's right. Could you imagine though? Somehow, some fucking, I don't even know. It's like somehow this works. Yeah, Mitch Carter. Oh, goodness. Fuck off, comedy. How you doing, brother? Oh, it's cash. Goodness. But yeah, I'm not doing much comedy. I'm just, you know, doing the RP. Just doing the RP, you know. Glad I'm able to be streaming it too. You know, I almost decided not to stream when I came back to Descent. I was like, it's not gonna be worth it. I mean, everybody thinks I retired anyway. What's the point? And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stream anyway. Glad I did. Good evening, Leviathan. I don't know why you'd think that. I don't know. Why must such beautiful creatures be so deadly? Oh no, I can't. Can't go down that way. It's not gonna end well. Can't get OBS to probably show my affinity. What's affinity again? Sorry, I had a long day of shoveling white shit from my extremely huge parking lot. I'm so fucking tired right now. Like, I'm physically tired. Did a lot of errands today. Some cooking. Some shoveling. And I've been a busy bee today. I think I live like right down over there roughly. I think. Where's Nagovo? I pretty much just have to head towards Nagovo. Oh, it stops rendering over there. Oh, it's Adobe stuff? Not run by assholes? Yeah, the fucking subscription bullshit is so dumb. Fuck, I hate the subscription shit. Like, everybody's doing that now, you know? Oh, is that Nagovo over there? No, that's not Nagovo. Never mind. I thought it was for a second. That's the broken bridge. Well, you just, have you tried just, capturing your screen instead? Because that usually captures everything, like no matter what. Because instead of trying to capture a window or capture like something like that, or like a program or a game, just try capture screen, so it'll capture everything on your screen. Now, obviously the downside to that is that it might show something you don't want it to show, like all your porn and stuff. Anything you'll open up on that screen will show up on stream. That's obvious. And if you have like, Windows notifications at the bottom, they're going to show up as well. So, obviously, it's not optimal, but it is a way. Yeah, window capture is not always going to work. I did notice some programs have a hard time. But yeah, you could try like capture software. I think there's one like that as well. Game capture is going to fail for sure. It literally tries to read like, because game files have different, like they have something unique, See, that's weird. I have game capture right now for DayZ on OBS. Captures only the game. I don't, Hella. You're gonna have to remind me who you played. I remember characters and names and stuff like that, but not the people who played them all the time. I get stuff, oh, Saint, yeah, of course. I get people mixed up constantly. Like, it's too hard for me to, I've RP'd, because I'm that kind of person that goes and tries to RP with as many people as possible. I don't try to hide from roleplay. I don't play, like, lurk characters or... You know, like, I purposefully love to fucking RP with everyone as much as I can. So I've met a lot of characters throughout the 12 or so years of roleplay on DayZ. And somehow, like, 95% of the characters I've met throughout the years, I remember them. Even if it's not that much, I'll remember the names. Because, especially a name like Saint, you know... But I tend to remember names. I will not. That I will forget. The other 5% is. I'm sorry. If your name is John, there's a fat fucking chance I'm just not gonna remember your like character specifically. Too many Johns. Too many Johns. You know. Jack is even better. You know. Jack of all trades. Trader Jack. I mean, for me, Jack is not that common. Funny enough, I don't hear the name Jack often. I'll hear Jax a few times because that's an edgy name. So people use Jax, but like Jax, you know, kind of, but or like Jackson, you know, but John, oh crap, man. I would never name one of my characters John. No disrespect, some people play Johns. They play him fantastically. There's Cynics that plays a John as well. It's a great character and everything. It's just I could never name my character John. I just can't do it. It's such a forgettable name. It's too generic. When I name a character, I try to find the first thing I look for is, are there other characters with this name currently playing? Like other characters with the same name. And that's the first thing I'll look for. Sometimes I might really like a name and justify still playing them if not too many people with that name are playing. But like if it's like a really like unique name, like for example Wes Carter, like I used to play a Wes Carter. Like when you're playing a Wes, if there's another Wes on the server, which there was way back on TRZ, I couldn't play Wes. I can't because like same fucking name, you know. Is that Road? I think that's Road. Frustrated, lonely, tired. When will this all end? Oh, goodness sake. I feel bad for those who feel like that. Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. I hear wolves. Now I gotta walk with a fucking gun. There's always a wolf. Yeah, Quad's a real one. It's a fucking jokester, but he's a real one. Oh, I know. Somebody has been here pretty recently. Damn it, man. Everything's paranoid me. Like, imagine, I'm walking around with a limp and everything, too, you know? I can see a fire over there. No. Somebody built up there now? Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. No way. Oh my god. Whoever is living there, I don't care who you are. I love you, whatever, but you're a loot whore. And the only reason you built there is so you could go loot all of those things every fucking day. Oh my god. I hope Captain Hawthorne finds out about you. Oh, no disrespect though, but anybody who builds where there's a lot of military stuff, in my opinion, are unfortunately folks that just really want to have loot. Most of the times. I could be wrong, but I highly fucking doubt it. I'm pretty sure whoever's living here is geared to the teeth. Wow. There's some wolf stuff. Somebody's here. Hello? Somebody's been here, like, really recently. Take that rope, though. It's a headdress. Just straight up wear this? Yeah, I could almost guarantee whoever's living here is living here so they can loot all the time. And I'm just basing that off of my experience is all. Like, every time I've seen somebody base up in places like this, it's always been for that reason. So I could absolutely, totally be wrong. Like, maybe it's just coincidence. It's just a nice place. They like this place. It's a nice big building, after all. Well, yeah. But you could literally, like, boil snow and just drink it, so there's like snow everywhere. I have one of these filtering bottles and I can fill it up with snow and just drink. Filters it and everything, so pretty much have infinity water. You know, I was watching the event earlier. And it was going really good up until the very end when everybody just started loot whoring. Oh, man. Like, you can see that a lot of people just completely forgot what they were there for the event and all that. And it was just looting. Just they wanted the dank loot, you know? Like, oh, God, man. You can't help it, you know? It's just how it is. It's how people are. Vultures, really. I watched after. It was pretty fucking good. They went to the coordinates and everything, and it was a fight, and, like, it was really good. But, like, at the very end, like, they just started fucking looting. And, God, it ruined the whole thing. Like, I don't know. Oh, God, man. It was just so cringe to watch at that moment. Like, not everyone, but a lot of them. They were definitely just like, they were still trying to get into the shed, you know, like where there was a base, you know, like it got blown up and you could see like there was a bunch of rubble, but they were trying to find a way to get in there to go get them guns and shit. It's just so funny. Why do people do that? Like in RP, like I don't get it. Why do people like revolve around guns and loot? And there's so much more to do. Notice like all my characters that I play, I'm super minimal. Now that's me, obviously. I don't expect everyone to be the same. But I'm like super minimal, and I don't care. You know, I never needed all that loot that most people have, and yet I managed to tell a story and be part of others' stories and just fine, you know, without it. Like I don't need it, you know. We don't need it. You don't need 20 RP guns, you know? You don't need all that. You need 1 or 2 good guns. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. And plenty of ammo for it. And that's it. You know, you don't need anything else. But for some reason, a lot of people feel like the best thing to do is to stock up on a whole bunch of guns. Constantly. Just guns, 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 you know? I don't know why. I think it's that human nature side. Like, it's just part of humans, man. It's like, it's not even their fault. It's just how we're programmed. And yeah, hella... 100% there would be people like this. People would be doing this for real. But I feel like in real life, it's kind of different, you know, because it is real life. So I could understand why any kind of little piece of loot is super important in the apocalypse. So I get that, you know. But there'd 100% be a lot of vultures just all over people's stuff all the time. But in RP, like, I don't know, man, it's a video game, you know, obviously, and everyone's here for the same purpose. It's role play. And then you have like great moments that build up, you know, for weeks, and then they build up to this one specific moment where as soon as people are dead, the first thing they think of is looting their bodies and removing everything from them, and removing everything they can from, you know, containers around. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, they completely neglect talking about what is happening and what just happened, and or grieving process. None of it happens. It's just, oh God, grab that, grab that, grab that. And it's, for me, it's baffling. I never understood it, like, to that extent, you know? Like, you're here to tell a story and be part of a story. Like, why do you shove the story aside for fucking guns and crap like that? I don't get it. But maybe I'm fucking old, man. I'm gonna bitch about everything. People need to realize that. I'm at that point now. I'm not the young roach I used to be. If you come and watch me, I'm gonna be a grumpy roach now. I'm a nice guy, and I respect everybody for whatever, you know, but I'm still gonna criticize, like, people's terrible decisions sometimes. And prioritizing loot, to me, it's I can't, not in roleplay, man. I just don't care. But yeah, you know, it's good to have extra guns in case, you know, and like you need later, or, you know. No, you don't. I'm sure I go to anybody's base and they have, like, they don't even have room for guns. It's so bad that they have to carry like 3 guns on them each in their group, you know. When it comes to that point, you know, stop carrying, like, you know, stop trying to get guns. You know, at that point, just stop. It's not worth it. That's my honest opinion, you know. If you filled up your locker or something, stop it, okay? You don't need more. You don't. When you run out of those, give yourself a reason to go out there and explore again, to go get some more. But until then, you know, like, people need to realize, like I said, it's a video game. Guns will respawn. Like, there will be spawns coming in of guns. It's going to happen. So don't worry. There's no FOMO to be had, fear of missing out, you know. Like, you don't have to worry. Like, guns will be there. They'll always be part of DayZ. Does Mitch have a shack set up? Chop, how you doing, by the way? Yeah, I mean, I'm using trailers. So instead of, like, train cars, because there are no trains on this island, I'm using trailers. So I got, I'm heading there now, but it's going to take a little bit of time because I'm walking. I'm walking here. I'm the same. Like, you know, as long as I got a knife, a pistol, and a main gun. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need to have 3 different rifles, 3 different automatics, and then 3 different, like, it feels like a lot of people's like, yeah, but this one I would use for this, and this one I would use for that. And it's like, oh, come on. Come on. Ah, Deer Isle, yeah. Deer Isle is a nice map. I like Deer Isle. Yeah, so I get that. Yeah, when you die, if you die from a bug or something, and you get like an extra gun, that's cool. I get that. I get, like, let's say your main weapon is like, I use an M4, right, or whatever. Then if you get like another M4 just for the fact of having, you know, like just a second one in case this one breaks or there's a glitch, you die, you want to come back and still have a gun. You know, I get that. You know, what I get less is people who have like a gun rack that is filled to the bone, and then their locker is filled to the bone as well, and whatever else container they have, just full, just always full of fucking guns, and like 80% of their inventory everywhere in their containers is ammunition, magazines, and guns. I don't know why. For me, that's such a turnoff, man. Hey, how you doing, Laugh? I know a lot of people are gonna fucking hate me hearing this and be like, oh, you know what, Roach, fuck you and your role play. Fine, whatever. I don't care. Sorry, I prioritize role play over loot. This is how I am. I'm gonna express myself on the situation. Doesn't mean that people who do that I don't like them. Doesn't mean that those people are terrible people either. I'm just saying, you know, we all make bad choices. I do too, plenty of times. It's just my choices don't revolve around loot. Well, it's because, you know, some, like, you know, if there was likes and dislikes on this channel for some reason right now, I'd be getting a whole bunch of dislikes by people who are hearing me talk about this right now, because it'd be like, oh, fuck you, you just described me, and now I'm insulted. You know it would happen. You 100%, you know that shit would happen. Some people would be terribly insulted by what I just said. And it's like, it's nothing personal, it's just what it is, that's all. It's just things. Yeah. It's just things. People need to forget things sometimes. It's, you know, RP's not about items. Well, it depends, because if you're, like, looking for a specific, like, item in roleplay because of the lore, then that's absolutely justified, obviously. What I mean is just, when your whole shtick revolves around, like, just constantly looting, I don't know how that's fun for people. But if it is, then, you know, all the power to them. You know, all the power to them. Who am I to be a stickler for fun? I'm just telling you now, though, don't let me run a fucking server, because I'm removing all the guns. I'd make sure I play a really far apocalypse thing, and you would have to build your gun. Okay? You would have to build your fucking gun. You'd have to have like a very specialized way, like machine or table to do it. And that table would be super fucking difficult to either make or be rare. And then same for ammunition. It would be such like, you know, a difficult thing to get. People would not waste it. The resources to create such things would be just absolutely tremendous, that people would keep any bullets that they have for an absolute fucking emergency. And for the most part, people would just have to survive off of, you know, using melee weapons and stuff like that. You know, so, or maybe like, you know, arrows, whatever. That works too, bows and arrows. And yeah, I don't know, man. That's my dream scenario. I've never seen it yet. Nobody's ever had the balls to do it. But I'm telling you, like, I feel like one day I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I never say never anymore, because fuck, I always fall back on that. But I'm like, one day, man, one day I'm going to make a fucking DayZ server, and it's going to be so fucking hardcore. Nobody's going to play on it because everybody's pussies, and nobody would be able to actually survive that shit. But it's not really like, it would be hardcore, but like at the same time, people would be like, fuck that. If I can't have guns, I don't want to play. And that's a sad fact, man. Nobody would play my server. I don't think they would, because they couldn't have guns. Like, all the good guns that they want. I just, you know, nobody would play. I just can sense it. There'd be a good dozen of us, yeah. Yeah. Can I post a clip? Nightbot won't ban me? No, I don't think so. I don't think Nightbot's gonna ban you. Ooh, an old clip from Saint. Oh yeah, Papas, I know. Project that's one thing I really like about Project Zomboid, is that you can tell it's not just about guns in there. Like, there's just so much to it, to that game. But I'd love to bring that aspect to DayZ someday. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe one day when I'm done role playing, I might host a server for like a few months. And just have like a few people play it. Play the most hardcore experience they've ever had, but be RP at the same time, you know? Very difficult elements. The focus would very much be on group. You know, being with people and all that. I don't know, man. I have such a vision for roleplay in DayZ, but I'm so afraid that nobody would be able to have the balls to play it. Or they'd just be salty because they can't have guns, you know? I swear to God, I feel like it would be the best experience to have like a melee, like back to melee, you know, kind of thing. And obviously things would be balanced for that. And there would be, you know, crossbows, bows and arrows, things like that. That can be replenished pretty easily, but just fucking guns and ammo would not be impossible. Like I said, it'd still be there. It would just be very, very difficult to get. Well, Papas, I've survived plenty of times using melee only. Obviously, like I said, I would balance things out. It wouldn't, like, you know, I wouldn't be spawning in hordes, but the zombies would be difficult. And I can tell you for a fact, it's very easy to survive without shooting all the time. The only time it'd be a problem is bears. But bears, I would probably tweak it so it'd be very rare to have bears spawn in. And that's where your rare gun comes in. See, the idea is like, I could see people with guns but that the ammunition would be so difficult to get. Like really, really, like extremely rare, that the only time people would actually be shooting would be to defend their lives against either people with guns to their face or bears, things like that. So guns wouldn't, like I said, they wouldn't be impossible. They exist, you know. But I'd want it to be very difficult to get, to obtain. And I'd love to have, like, built guns, you know, people building their guns. Special workbenches to actually make a gun, you know, and have only a few select people able to build these guns. So only a few select benches given out to proper people, you know, that would be selected for that task, maybe at like 4 corners of the map kind of thing. And, you know, if you want a gun, you got to go to this person, and that's how you're going to get a gun, you know, built for you. These people know how to do it, so they'll do it for you. Ammunition could be just made, but again, the resources for that would be difficult to obtain. So whatever ammo you can make, you would be keeping. You would be using it in a life or death situation only, and not just blowing it all the time. And, you know, the idea here is that I wouldn't want people to go out and loot, like constantly loot for bullshit, you know, just weapons on an RP server. That's all, you know, just because I would love to just see, like, every time somebody is on, they prioritize RP, and to get a gun, they need to RP, you know? Like, everything is always about RP. But it's difficult to do, and like I said, you know for a fact nobody would, you know, and when I say nobody, I know some people would play a server like that, but not enough people would do that. Just not enough. Yeah, no repair kits. If you want your gun like properly cleaned and repaired, you know, it would probably be done by one person. You got to be lucky, maybe two, one person in like EU times, and then, you know, and if not, then you're shit out of luck if you can never get them. If you can't be on when a person is on, then make sure you got friends. That's why it's good to have a group. Maybe that friend could go and get it done for you today while, you know, you're not around, you know, things like that. But the idea is, I would like to promote role play, you know, constantly. Like, everything has to be done through role play all the time. Descent is right on the money with doing that, with a lot of the shit. It's fucking fantastic. The lore stuff is all done in character through role play. Everybody can be part of it. And I think that's great. It's hands-on, you know. So they're in the right direction. It's just that there's too many guns. There's too many guns. It's a small island, and, you know, there wouldn't be this many guns all the time, and all the shooting that you hear there. Like, every time, I want people to go like, oh my god, if somebody just shot, something big is happening. Like, I want that feeling, you know, like, holy fuck, did you hear that? Like, somebody is shooting. Holy shit, man, something big must be happening. Like, then what? Like, maybe a bear just attacked them, or you know, a few zombies overran them, or some shit, right? Like, or maybe they just had to shoot somebody. Like, you want to speculate. When you hear a gunshot, it means something. Right now, a gunshot means nothing. It just means somebody just shot, because everybody shoots everything all the time, you know? I don't know. It's so hard to express what I want without sounding like I'm trying to be a dictator with the whole thing. It's not what I'm doing. It's just I have a very specific vision for an RP server that I've had for years. For a long time. Fuck, man. Way back when I started real RP and I was supposed to release a server on DayZ. So many years ago. Like, we're talking, like, I don't know, man. Like, 7 years ago. I can't remember when I launched real RP the first time. We were going to do it. But I had such a vision. Such a vision. So, anyway, enough of that. Right now I'm enjoying Descent. Descent's a great place to play. It's got a lot of qualities to it. A lot of great things happening on here. Just absolutely tremendous. I love this place. And the staff. Oh, man, the staff is mwah, chef's kiss, you know? God, they are doing a fantastic job. Everybody is. goodness, if you're even hesitate, if you're like, I want to play DayZ role play and I'm looking for a place and you're even fucking hesitate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do like hella here and whitelist ASAP and just get it done. Get it done. Come on. Come play. Okay? This place is fantastic. Fucking no bullshit policy. Straight rules, man. Just nothing confusing or anything like that. It's just so clear. So clear. God, it's good. But yeah, I would be very much in the same vein if ever one day I would do something like that. But that's my shit on the guns, man. I'm a firm believer that it would be a lot more enjoyable if guns were absolutely rare. Now, if there was a lure event and a gun was to be had, people would actually, like, I don't know, man, saliva, like, all over the place, like, a gun, you know? Like, it would be such an event in itself to fucking see, like, a fully made gun, you know? Like, it's an actual gun, like, of old times, you know, still existing and not broken to bits after all these years, you know? And it's been well maintained somehow. I don't fucking know. Like, I just feel like that would be, you know, moments like that. And that whoever ended up with that gun would be a huge target, you know? It would be, like, so big, man. Oh, goodness. Could you imagine, though? Oh, man, the visions I have, the role play that could be had, you know, with less guns. But, again, I digress. You know how it's going to end. Most people are going to stop playing because, unfortunately, half the time, folks just really love to loot. It's a big part of what DayZ is. It's looting. Looting and filling up your house with a bunch of guns while nothing is happening. There's no RP to be had. Let's go out and loot, you know? That's just how it is. I need a torch. Could have a torch if I wanted to. Rat pack. You know, there are the rats on this server. They're called the rats, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Leviathan, like, group of players, you know, escorting main tasks, moving between place to place for safety and stuff. Like, I'd love to see a lot more of that, you know? Like, groups for protection would actually be worth something. But now everybody has guns, so doesn't matter. Everybody can protect themselves. Everybody is tough. But I'm telling you, man, like, if guns were super rare, these things would be very different. They'd be played out differently. You could have these tough guys, you know, like people who are like usually always playing tough characters all of a sudden be like, well, shit, you know, we don't have the means to protect ourselves and we need to protect ourselves here, you know. We got to head in a certain direction. We got to do something here, but we need someone to bring us in that place. See, I'd love to see that. Big tough guys have no choice to hire like a mercenary group. One of the only groups that actually has weapons, you know? And it's not the best weapons, but there are weapons nonetheless. I gotta get some bark. There are weapons nonetheless, and it's the only way they're gonna be getting back, you know? Well, no, that's the thing, Debbie. It would be impossible for the hoarder to do this. It would be impossible. That hoarder would get killed because guns would be such a rare thing. Anybody caught even hoarding such things, you know, and as a staff member, I'm sorry, I wouldn't allow that shit. Somebody just coming on to hoard. I mean, they couldn't because RP, like, you'd have to RP to get the gun. And nobody in their right mind is going to go like, yeah, sure, I'll just keep giving you guns over and over. It's just not going to happen. I wouldn't be running a gun shop. Like I build this gun for you that took all these resources to build it, and just keep doing it for the same person over and over again. It's not gonna happen. There'd be some rules, some way to balance out hoarders. That's the whole point of what I want to do, is to avoid a bunch of hoarders. Just constantly, all they do, they rely their RP around hoarding guns. Like, that's why I would find a way. I would find a way to counter that. I would sit with people and find a way to counter. How can we stop people from just fucking hoarding guns all the time, you know? And whatever, like, guns would be too rare anyway. I'm telling you, Debbie, it would be like 2 guns per group of fucking 8. Like, that's how difficult it would be. So having a gun would be a huge, huge deal. Like, that's the vision I have. Yeah, it could be like a server rule. But I don't know, man. I'm talking out of my ass here because this is just dreams. It's my dream server, you know. My dream scenario. Well, depending on the number, like let's say it would be something like you know, maximum of X number of guns per number of people in the group. So obviously if you're alone you could have a gun, but you know, if you're like 3 you could have only 1 gun anyway. I don't know. It would be so difficult to police that though. That's what it comes down to. The thing is I don't want to have to do something like that, you know, and take it out of RP. It would have to be an RP. So the only way to police that is to make it so damn rare and difficult to get that it doesn't matter. Like, even if, you know, you were to group up with 5-6 people, it would still be so goddamn difficult. In fact, it has to be so hard to get a gun that you need to be like, you know, 5 people to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like it would take that many people to even be able to get enough resources to get a gun, you know. And then the ammunition alone, it's just the ammunition alone would be absolutely horrendous to get. So yeah, it would just, you know. So being alone, the probability of you being able to get a gun would be so minimal. It would take you weeks to build up to even get a gun. So you might as well just make a bow, or, you know, get a crossbow, something like that. You know, that shit would still exist. You know, we'd be going back medieval times is what I'm saying. You know, melee weapons and crossbows and shit. Like, that's what I dream of. You know, where that is how it works. That is the optimal way. And then every so often a gun is born, you know, but it's really hard to get. Really hard to get. So that's the too long didn't read. Back to crossbows or bows and arrows and swords and melee weapons of any kind. And, like, you know, 1 gun exists per 50 players, basically. So whoever has a gun is fucking king, you know what I mean? Like, that one person that's got a gun and a lot of ammunition can rule a whole group of people and dictate them if they wanted to, because, like, I got the gun, bitch. You know, so what are you going to do? And then maybe they'll be overthrowing their boss because, like, that dude is a dick. But yeah, but he's got the gun, you know? And it's like, well, what if we found a way to, you know, to get that gun from me? Could you imagine the scenarios, man? It would be crazy. There'd be a lot more inner drama between people in their own groups, even if they're friends. Even if they are friends, they would probably fight amongst each other, you know, just to be able to get that gun. I could just imagine different types of scenarios. Oh, man, this would be so good. So good. Yeah, maybe they Caesar the boss. Yep. But you can see what I mean, you know? That's my dream. Like DayZ, but back to the medieval basics. Yeah, it's just... you either stop talking about it and make it, or just stop talking about it. We want it. Maybe someday. I don't know. Maybe next year I'll do it. Right now, this is plenty good. If Descent's not around or nothing else is good, maybe. Who knows, man? Maybe next year I'd do something like that. I'd work on it during summer, you know? Build up the right team. And then be ready for winter. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, let's keep going. No, for now, Descent is plenty enough for me. I'm happy playing here. Yeah, with the plague. I mean, the plague is, you know, obviously it's what it is. It's the zombies. You know, it's its own thing, but... And it's very possible to add disease. But I think we've all heard it. It is what it is. That's my vision, for those who are curious about it. Yeah, just need a custom map. Just castles. Well, you know, like, it would still be the apocalypse. It's just that I would do like a 20 years later kind of scenario. Yeah, that's really what I'd love. It's, you know, I would probably get the map modded. It would take like months and months. Get the roads all eroded somehow. Just lots of grass everywhere. Like, just absolutely destroy the world. Debbie's ready. Just a very eroded world, but it's down to basics while being very difficult to survive, you know? I don't know, man. Just... Nah. We old. The word is whitelist around here. And we don't mean it in a racist way. Anybody who thinks that's racist, I think they're racist themselves. I don't know who's the motherfucker on GTA that decided saying allow listed. Oh god, I hate that person so much. I bet you anything it's some sort of Karen that was like, that just wanted to create a movement so fucking bad and be like, I'm the one who did that. I'm the one who made a change for the greater good of humanity. Fucking hell, dude. Shut up. All you did was just like, you know, you created racism in a word that wasn't racist, for Christ's sakes. Can't say whitelisted because that's so racist. It favors the white race. Fuck off. I can't say a white page because goddamn, you know, that's just... I can't say the snow is white because, oh my god. God, that's racist to say the snow is white. I should say the snow is of light color. Oh, no, I can't say that either. Fuck's sakes, man. It's the same logic behind that. You know what I mean? It's so bad. Yeah, I think it might have been Prodigy. I don't know, man. Like, NoPixel had a word in there, too, maybe. It's somewhere in between all of that. But it's terrible. I'm sorry. I'll die on this hill. It's the dumbest shit ever to say that. But we have no choice now. We have to conform to something like that. Because we might offend a Karen out there. You know, they'll be like, oh, excuse me? What'd you say? Why are you saying whitelist? Oh my god, I feel bad just for saying it. I shouldn't be saying whitelist. Oh god, why? Stop saying it! Fuck's sake, man. Oh god. I miss the 90s. Bring me back to the 90s. Oh my god, it's Brian Bett. I'm back to the 90s. Yeah, now you gotta say like unallow listed or shit. It's so bad. I want to go back to the 90s. Life was simpler back then. Nobody was offended by everything. Fucking hell, man. We got knee scrapes back then. You know what I mean? We moved around. We did stuff. We were physical. We were, you know... Fucking hell, what happened to the world? Why has everybody become so soft? Everything is offensive. Goodness sake. And this is coming from me. I'm a nice guy. I know I'm a nice guy. I just... Why? Why, man? Oh, I saw that. That's a little... That's weird. That's a weird commercial, man. I've seen that commercial. That's an odd one. Like, even for me, like... I found that one pretty odd. But nobody got offended. It was weird, but nobody got offended. You know? Because, you know why? Because the intent was not to offend. You know, like... And people got that back then, you know? Like, you could do stuff, and like, back then, and I'm not going to condone blackfacing or anything, but people would blackface, and not for a reason of racism, just because, like, you know, the Prime Minister here, Trudeau, you know, he wore, like, brown face because he was trying to be like Aladdin from the books where he was darker skinned. It's weird, I get it, but he didn't do it to offend. He wasn't like trying to be racist. But now, because this photo was found years later, like, I hate Trudeau, all right? I'm just saying it right now. Like, our prime minister is horrible. He's putting us in severe debt, crippling debt, but I'm still gonna, like, it's so dumb. Like, people need to let go of moments like that. Whatever people did in the past, like that, if it was, like, if he went around, like, you know, did blackface and then, like, started literally being a stereotype and saying stuff that is clearly, like, racist or, you know, that's a different thing. But he was wearing a fucking Halloween costume. He wasn't trying to be racist. He wasn't even trying to be funny with it. He just was wearing that. And because in the 2020s and later, people saw that and they were like, what? He's a racist. Like, no, that's not what that means. It just means that back then, times were different. You know how many things people did back then? Like, for fuck's sakes, man, parents used to slap their kids on the ass. Didn't mean they didn't love them. It was harder times. It's just how it was. Kids grew up to be less fucking pussies. But now the more we go, nobody can, on the face, the back of the head. Fuck, we had slaps, man. You know, but now it's like, do not touch a kid. You can't even, you see what kids look like now? Do you see how they act with their parents? You see how bad it is? Like, I get that treatment because I do not touch my kids. I never hit them. We can't. We live in a society that we can't. And frankly, I don't want to hurt my kids, because I know what it felt like. So I know I'm in the same vein where I get it. Like, but because of that, like, our kids are becoming, like, controlling, and they know exactly what kind of power they have. It's just so blatantly clear. All right, I'm not in the mountains. I don't need this anymore. Oh, that's a couple of zombies. I'm actually, like, almost home-ish. I think I'm entering Nagovo here in a minute. No, we were just talking about the old days and how everybody's offended. You can't say whitelisted. You gotta say allow listed now because some douchebag a few years ago decided on GTA roleplay servers that it was really racist to say whitelist. Fuck that. And now I'm just like, oh, we are living in a world of softness. Everybody's looking for... You know what people are looking for? Like, they want to be the creator of movements. Everybody wants to be the person who has created a change in the world. And they look for the blandest, littlest, stupidest fucking things to cancel out so they can be the ones to go around and forever say, I'm the one who did that. I'm the one who changed the world. That's what it is. People just want to be the ones to have changed the world. I love to go on rants, man. The roach rants are real. Some people probably don't like it when I do, but I don't care. Ranting is fun. It's healthy. You need to be able to let that steam out sometimes of how you feel about something, you know? And it's nice to be able to express it and share, you know, your thoughts. Yeah, that's why everybody has a fucking podcast now. I don't think I'd ever have a podcast, I'll be honest. It's a floor lamp kit. What does that look like? Floor lamp? I mean, I can't tell now. Oh, oh yeah, it's one of these things. Yeah. I like ranting, though. It's fun because I don't know. I just like to get on a subject of something that grinds my gears, and I go about it, you know, and I express my opinions about it. See, like, if I would have heard that, I would have been like, holy shit, something huge must have just happened. You know, if guns were super rare, but it's not. It's just probably somebody unloaded on a zombie. On a single zombie, just like, I don't know, 10 to 15 bullets just flew there. Oh, goodness. Alright, we are in Nagovo. God, we witnessed such a beautiful sunrise today. Oh, I'm so happy we did that. No, there's a light on. Does not look like she is here, Mrs. Moon. I'll check nonetheless since I'm passing by. Mrs. Moon, are you here? Yeah, there's no lights, no smoke, nothing. Yeah, doing an updated version. I thought about that a few times, I'll be honest. You know, people still watch that. Like, they still actively watch it. I still get, like, DMs and stuff, and people asking me permission to use them for their communities, and, like, obviously there's a few pointers that are different, like the check pulse thing. Nobody can do that anymore. You can't meta somebody's name like that, so... little things like that, you know, are different. Well, I mean, it was absolutely built for DayZRP, you know? DayZRP.com, so... Oh, shit. Everybody's on a roof. Hello, everyone up there. Hello.
Well,
Oh.
Ooh, everything all right? I heard shooting a moment ago.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, good. I like to hear that.
Are you good?
I'm always good. I try.
Hell yeah, homie.
Yeah, I just came back from a long walk. Is Tom here?
Yeah, I think Tom has gone to sleep.
Oh,
Was here. I think he just went to bed though.
all right. Is everything okay? I don't usually see everyone, so up and about.
Oh, we're always on guard, you know. You can never be too careful.
That's fair.
There's some crazy people around here.
Family bonding time.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Nothing
Yep.
wrong with that. Well,
There's wood by the fire there if you need to get warm. You're more than welcome.
oh, well, that's nice. I'm probably gonna keep going down to my 2 trailers by the road south of here.
Oh, you be careful and yeah,
Mhm.
just be careful. Watch out for people.
I will. Thank you.
Bye, homie.
Goodbye. Be safe. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely something going on, like... I think all the women of the server are there right now, because all I heard was women there, so... I think they're all banded together. Have they taken over the camp here? I think they have. Good, good. Good. They shall rule the world. I think all the women in DayZ are there. Comes the snow. Fucking hell. Might have no choice but to make a fire. I'm not gonna make it home. I mean, home is not that far from here, but it's far enough away with that just one plus sign debuff. I'm just not gonna make it. I'm gonna get all wet and shit. Yeah, I usually have heat packs, but I ran out. Oh, trust me, on this island, people actually care about heat packs. I hate that I'm good with this gun. Oh, yeah. I mean, generally, yeah, nobody cares about heat packs. Oh, the sun's about to come up, but we're not going to see much of it, so... Not in this storm, we're not. Yeah, I don't think that works much anymore. Especially on here. Your stuff gets pretty cold pretty quick. Like, if you warm something up, it'll just become, like, lukewarm, normal, really fast. Like, heck, even heat packs don't really heat you much here anymore. So if you'd run around with a t-shirt on here, first of all, people are probably going to call you out for terrible roleplay, but you just, even if you wanted to, you won't be able to. You're just going to die really fast. It's really cold. Really, really cold. That's a cape. Yep. Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to see much of that sun with all the clouds, man, so... Just going to keep walking and... hope for the best. Yeah, we actually walked all the way to that mountain peak. Watched the most beautiful sunrise we'll ever see. And then came back on foot. That was a good run, man. I enjoyed that. It was fun. So many zombies out here. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna get some debuff here. Or some buff. I picked here because I could sort of see outside and be one with the sunrise. I mean, we're not really gonna see it, but... It's a lot of wood for one man. Yes. Double barrel double barrel. Alright, I got two choices. I could follow the road. It'll take me a significantly more time. Or I could cut right through the woods and will cut my time in half to get back home. I might just cut through the woods. I'm gonna be alone anyway, so might as well enjoy. Also, I'm gonna get less snowed on. But yeah, from here we're gonna go straight south. We're gonna be home in no time. Here it is. South. And, like, it doesn't look like it when you leave and you're like, shit, man. It's like, I'm on the side of this road. Like, it goes all the way around here, and then right where I'm facing, like, is where I'm gonna end up home. I love walking through the woods, though. So apparently faces are fixed, like the facial expressions are fixed again. So we can actually do facial expressions now. Like, without it being stuck. There's way less snow. Yeah, you played Sylvia on TRZ. At least you did with me when I was playing Tony there. Yeah, the tenants were really fucked once Tony died. But I knew it wasn't gonna last. It never does, Debbie. Every time. If my character dies and my character is like part of a group or something like, well, mostly if my character, I mean, led a group, you know. And I think that goes for most groups. Usually when the leader dies, it breaks the whole chemistry in a group. People just stop playing. That's very unfortunate because, like, there's nothing better than seeing the legacy live on in a group, you know, regardless of the leader being gone, and then just have a new leader take over. And I don't know. I find it a little bit sad. But every iteration of Tony that I've ever done, my groups have never lasted longer than like 2 weeks after my death. We're almost home. Yeah, we all did, yeah. Yeah, the attendance was a good time. It was such a really awesome iteration of Tony because I didn't play him as this mobster, and instead I went a different direction, and I really, really like that. He was a assertive leader, you know, but it was just unique the way I played it. For me, I mean, like, my character, like, it wasn't played a unique way nobody's ever done before, but mostly how I've never played Tony before, you know? Hey, we are home. Oh, I remember that, Delta. Yep. Gotta love that, huh? Like, the weather subsides, everything is fine now. We're out of the woods. Let's see if anybody fucked with the flag, because... No, nobody touched it. Thank God. Oh, somebody used the... Oh, somebody's there. Oh, is that Mrs. Moons? Nice. I do have a note. Or at least had a note saying that I was going to be back today. Hello.
So, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
Hey, yeah?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I just arrived.
No, you're right. I was just thinking.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I was gone for a couple of days. I'm back home though. Oh, goodness, I need a moment.
Oh, this is your place?
That's right. My name is Mitch.
Nice to meet you, Mitch. Well, in that case, I wrote this for you.
Oh, wonderful. Let's see. This looks like a poem of some kind. Am I right? Well, this looks like a poem of some kind. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, love this.
The people in Geneva call me a local poet.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I'll read this real quick. A little spot by the ocean's embrace, tiny and humble, a peaceful place. The waves hum softly, a lullaby near, a haven of calm where the heart can clear. The air smells of salt, of life, and of time. The breeze sings a song both simple and prime. A chair, a table, a roof made with care. Whoever built this, I whisper a prayer. For here I can pause, let the weight unwind, leave troubles behind, if only in mind. The world feels distant, its chaos subdued. In this tiny haven I'm gently renewed. So thank you, unseen, for this sacred reprieve, for a moment of rest, a gift to receive. Oh, reprieve. I'll carry this peace, this memory sweet, as a journey ahead. Restless feet. Oh, Hunter, this is beautiful.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Is this a personalized poem of this place?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you've got me smiling. Goodness. I'll keep this close. I like poems, so I'll make sure to hang it up inside and read it every now and again.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. But sir, I was going to ask you. You mentioned in the paper, hang up on the billboard, that there's a neat little spot to see the sun set or rise.
Oh, yes. Just over here. You see this dirt path here? And right down it is a wonderful spot.
I didn't expect anyone to come by here anytime soon. It was,
Well, people
I'm
usually
surprised.
ride by here a lot, you know. This road is borrowed by quite a bit of travelers, but if ever you're around when the sun is rising, I highly recommend you bring a couple of logs down there, sit down, and enjoy it. It's rather quite nice, if the clouds allow it, obviously. Oh, I love this spot. I was, speaking of sunrises, I was myself just coming back from... There's a big mountain near the middle of this island with 2 radio towers on top and a cabin built up there. It's wonderful.
I see. I hope it was very beautiful, sir.
Oh. Oh,
I was going to also ask if you've seen anyone come by here, or if you know where a certain therapist lives.
a therapist. Oh, huh. I don't think I do, unfortunately. But there are a lot of people in Nogovo, and they seem to know a lot of things. So perhaps they'd be able to point out this therapist for you.
Okay. Okay.
Is everything all right, Hunter?
Pretty sure most of my friends are dead, sir. It sounds so fucked up to say out loud, but it's true.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. It's
I
it's a
had
difficult case.
Jinx died, and then Luca, and then I think my best friend that I grew up with is gone. I'm pretty sure. And then I have just the portmaster. Even I don't know if you even know him.
I've heard the name. I got here only a couple of weeks ago. Hunter, have a seat. We could talk for a moment if you'd like.
I think I'd appreciate that. And if you sit by the fire for now.
Yes. All right. So, you're losing a lot of folks that you care about. Well, I think a lot of people on this island would be able to relate with how you're feeling, but it's different for everyone. For everyone, we have a way of grieving. You know, life rarely gives us closure that we crave. The human heart, it longs for certainty, for neat conclusion, to allow us to move forward without hesitation. We'll seek reasons, hoping that clarity will somehow ease the pain. But when someone leaves without explanation, your narrative, it's left open-ended, and the mind races to fill that void, you know. We'll replay those conversations, and re-examine the memories, and question ourselves endlessly. Was it something that we said or we didn't say? Was it avoidable? Could things have been different? Yet, the truth is, Hunter, life isn't always meant to be understood in the moment. Not every story comes with a tidy resolution. Some chapters, they end abruptly, and it forces us to grapple with the ambiguity. And while this can feel like a betrayal of our need for understanding, it also holds a profound lesson. The opportunity to cultivate peace within ourselves, even when the world around us feels unresolved. It's hard. I've lost some folks too, and I know how difficult it is for you. But I can't imagine exactly what's going on with how you're feeling. But just know that every goodbye, spoken or unspoken, has something to teach us, Hunter. The ones without explanations, though they're the most painful, are also the most transformative. They form... How can I put this? It'll force us to confront the limits of our control. It teaches us the patience and the resilience and the difficult art of letting go. And in that silence, it challenges us to create our own closure, to find healing, not in the answer that you seek, but in the strength that you'll discover within. Has this happened a long time ago? Or a lot of these events are recent still?
Oh, the portmaster died quite a while ago.
Sorry.
Recently, 2 weeks. I feel like I'm just losing everyone.
I know how that feels. I spent a lot of years alone. A good part of my life, actually. As you've read, I'm 70 years old. But I've spent 50 of those years largely on my own. Every so often speaking with someone, but for the most part I was alone.
Were you happy when you were alone, sir?
No, I wasn't. It's difficult. But you know, I kept smiling, regardless of that pain. And sometimes, most times, that smile would wake something in me. Every time I'd smile, I forced myself to remember something that would make me happy. A small memory of the past, but oftentimes is what warms you up the most. For me, every day I watch the sunrise. Without fail, I do. It reminds me of a better time, of how lucky we are to be alive today. And despite everything and everyone that we've lost, we have to keep living. We do it for them. Because when they are forgotten, only then they are truly gone. It's not easy. Most of the times when people pass, they don't have time to say goodbye. Not in this kind of age. But unanswered goodbyes forces us into a space of introspection. They strip away our illusion of control and remind us that closure is not something we can demand from others. But true closure comes from within, Hunter. It's not about understanding why someone left or what might have gone wrong and what you can do about it now. It's about learning to release the need for those answers. It's about finding peace in the present, despite the shadows of your past. And you can do that. You can find that peace. Like I said, for me it's those sunrises. I used to watch them with my mother, you know. She was the best person in the world for me. She cared for me. She loved me and treated me right. And we used to watch it every day. So I watch it, and I feel like she's with me, and that makes me happy. I find a moment of peace, which brings me happiness. You just need to find yours. You need to find that moment, clarity, and peacefulness. And when you do, then you'll feel that closure. That's what they want you to do, Hunter. They want you to feel happy. They want you to live for their memory. But it's going to be difficult.
Okay.
Remember, life is truly worth living when you fought for it. It is your reward.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I hope you find this therapist. I really do. You know, talking
Do
feels
you-
good.
Do you know what happens after we die?
No, I don't have the answer. No matter what it is, though, I hope it's wonderful. I hear that it might be. But that's a mystery. That's a whole other adventure. And it might not be as glamorous as some make it to be. And it might actually be. Maybe that is the answer. But we can't get there. Not until it's our time. Not until we fought with everything we have in us in life. We're here for a reason, Hunter. You're sitting here for a reason. I'm talking to you for a reason. Everything has a reason. Maybe fate made it that we've met today. I'm glad that it has. But don't chase what happens after all of this. That's for your soul to find out when the time comes.
Can I ask another thing?
You can, of course.
What should someone's, in their final moments, what should someone be thinking about, do you think?
This is an answer that is difficult to give. But in my experience, all the good memories always.
Yeah, it's spot on, Debbie.
Okay. It was amazing meeting you, Mitch.
And as it was meeting you as well. Hunter.
My real name isn't Hunter. It's Lonin. Lonin.
Lonin? I like that. Well, Lonin, I appreciate this time. And any time you want to speak, I want you to feel like you can come here. And if I'm not here, I'm somewhere out there. wandering about down the road, you'll find me somewhere. But I'll always, no matter where you find me, I'll always find the time for you.
Okay. I think I'll go by the coast for a minute.
Say that again.
Then I'll be back to get some money. I think I'm gonna go by the coast for a minute, and then I'll come back and get my bike. Is that okay with you?
Go right ahead. And never stop writing poetry. It's a beautiful way to express those memories and those feelings that you have inside of you.
I
Go ahead. I'll watch over your
more
bike.
poems, sir. I've written at least probably at least 20 in Neva. They're an AK's trading post. You can ask her.
Oh, yes. I think I've seen a few. Well, go and relax and ponder. I'll be here. I'll watch over your bike.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. So loaning, huh? What a great moment. He seems truly lost. Must be a horde. What a beautiful poem. He's right down there. And so, dear Michael and Mitch, resident of NPR, would like to deliver a parcel of meat as a kind gesture. Expect a large sum of meat in the next few days. Residents of NPR, John Bathard and Dr. Green. Huh. Okay, that's nice. His poem got a special spot. I like that. Yeah, man, that poem was great. Like it explains what this place is. Oh my god. All of these PvP shoes. PvP shoes. I think I still had some wood inside of here. I did. I'm so glad that horde happened after our talk, because that would have sucked. That would have ruined a perfect moment. It's actually ruining his moment right now of clarity and peace. Yeah, it is a lot of shooting, man. if I was running a server, I mean, they'd be, you know, I wouldn't be sending too big of hordes, you know, like it would be well balanced out. There would be hordes, but people would be shooting with bows and arrows, and others would be attacking some one by letting one in and one in, you know, and like just taking their time, you know, killing them. It would take a longer time, but it would be definitely different. Man, the timing of me arriving, him being there, having his poem ready, like he's been writing that poem for a while, like probably sitting here, just kind of writing it. He had a fire going. The fire had time to go out, so he was here for a while. Cause like fire lasts a long time. What? No, Silvio's awesome. I gotta be careful about being next to the fire, man. My stream has been getting hit with like copyright claims. I'm not getting strikes, but I'm getting copyright claims for fucking fire pit sounds, man. And the other day I was fishing by the ocean and I got copyright claimed for the fucking ocean sounds. I don't know what's happening. Like, what's going on? Like, soon I'm about to get copyright claimed for fucking the wind sound. I don't know what's going on. And it's like, and I could see, I could forget what the name of the artist is. Like, some fucking douchebag copyrighted the sound of fire. Come on, bro. Come on. You don't copyright that shit. It's the sound of fire. Like, no, but that specific sound is mine. Like, the specific crackle and pop that happens right here. Listen. Right there. That's mine. That's my crackle and pop. You know, like, it's like, but it's a bot. Obviously, it's Twitch's bots, and they detect something. But it makes it so my streams are not published. So I have to fight the claim, and then publish my stream. You know. It's so fucked. So fucked. I gotta write a note for that little spot down there and just put it like, you know. Like, watch the sunrise from here. Something note like that, you know? Sum it up, generalizing. Man, I had a real moment with Hunter, aka Lonin. Like, that was good, man. I enjoyed that. It's really good with the emotional RP. He's really in it. I could sense how lost he was. That's why I offered to talk with him. You know, oftentimes, our throwaway characters are the best characters. I mean, Regis was a throwaway character. He was just built for the lore. That's it. I was just created to spread the lore a little bit. And he turned out to be a catalog character now for me. Like, I'm going to replay him someday. But trust me, if I replay him, he's not going to be a serial killer. I think he's going to be my most random character. Like, I'll be able to do shit, like, shape him how I want. You know, if I just want him to be normal, he'll be normal. You know, if he's bad, he'll be bad. Do I light this glow stick and throw it over there? And you'll be like, what the fuck? There's light here. That would have been funny. I don't want to ruin his moment, though. Obviously not. Not after all this. Ah, yes, the ban on a pound of bananas.
Luckily Hopper wasn't there.
Oh no! No! Oh no. Lonen? I'm a coward, Mitch. I'm so sorry. Your words are everything to me in these final moments. AZ, I'm sorry. Maurice, I'm sorry. AK, I'm sorry. Krieg, I'm sorry. Dwight, I'm sorry. Madison, I'm sorry. Beekeeper, I'm sorry. To everyone I've killed, I'm sorry. No. Oh no. I should have come down. I didn't want to bother your moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have said more. I wish I could have done more. Forgive me. Oh my god, no way. Mitch is speechless right now. I'll make sure that they know. And you're not a coward. You fought. You fought for as much as you could. And now your soul is on an adventure. I'm so sorry, though, that it's come to such a sudden end. Sorry that you felt this way. That you felt your battle was already over. But I'll remember you, Lonan. I wish we could have talked more. I better get to work. In case somebody can hear me, sorry if the stream seems to be buffering, but the frames are dropping. I don't know. I'm just... Can anybody hear me? Fucking frames are dropping like crazy. I gotta start digging, man. Michael's not around, so Mitch has got some work to do. I want to hold on to his backpack because it's got, like, some notes inside. I'm gonna go grab a shovel and get to work. I'm gonna put his notes here and read them later. But I feel like these are important or poetry, so we're just gonna put that there. I can't drag him very far, so he'll have to be buried close by. No, I found Michael. It's just that I don't know, he's just not logging in, man. But I found him, so he's not really playing much recently, and that's fine. You know, I'm not holding it against him. I'm not asking him why or anything. I'm just... Man, somebody just... this guy's had it rough, man. He lost a lot of people in an even. I think with today, like, I'm literally... Oh my god. Now I'm gonna bury a man. I need to dig, like, all night, man. Oh, goodness. Oh. It's the young people. No sense of duty. That's funny. Nah, it's just, it's got IRL shit going on. I think I kind of dragged him in and got him at a wrong time is all. It's like the timing. He'll eventually be around a lot more. We gotta presume that, I don't know, he's out there, just grabbing supplies for me and every now and again checking in. There's not much else I can do, man. I am a little bummed. It would have been great to have the duo, but, what am I gonna do? It's a video game, at the end of the day, the guy's married, He's got a life outside of this. Cannot hold it against him. Yeah, he'll always get to, well, I can, yeah, you can request graves. It's like one of the only things that they'll do is request, when you request graves, you can do that. They don't really give anything custom, but graves is a thing that they don't mind doing, I've noticed, so I'll probably request it. I know, right? It would be great that we can actually move a body. But right now, I'm RPing, I'm an old man trying to shovel through some shit here, so not an easy task. Ugh. I'll get it done. Lonan. You will have a grave. I don't know how I'm gonna move you here. I might need to call for help. No. Livonia was not free in the beginning. Everybody had to pay for it until they decided, oh, we'll just make it free. And now everybody that paid for it were pissed. And then they were like, oh, we'll give you the soundtrack to DayZ. Like, what? The fuck? Who cares? Nobody was like, oh yeah, nice, we get the soundtrack to DayZ. Nobody was seated for the soundtrack of DayZ. So they might give this away at some point when they realize nobody fucking cares and is playing DayZ anymore. They'll be like, "Oh, I gotta give it away." But what do we give the people who paid? Nothing. Nothing this time. We give them nothing. There we go. Okay. I need to call for help. Is anybody listening? I'm gonna try all the channels. Can anybody hear me right now? Hello? Can anyone hear this? Is anybody on this frequency? Is anybody on this frequency? Hello? Hello, is anyone listening? Hello, is anyone listening on this frequency?
You cling in the claw. And the most basic.
Hello? Anyone?
Anyway, aware of what's going on here.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Anyone? Hello? I heard someone. Please, I need help. Please, can anyone help me? There was somebody on the radio. We fucking heard it. Is anyone out there? Hello? I need help, please. Anyone? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Oh, please.
Hello, Mike. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I hear you. Who's talking?
Mike, is that you? I can't hear you, mate.
No, this is Mitch. I might be too far.
Driving through a blizzard right now, I can't.
Oh my god, he's driving.
I'm driving on the coast at the moment, if you can hear me. I think I'm headed to Nagovo.
I can hear.
Storm's really loud.
I can hear you. I'm close to Nagovo on the main road.
Wait, is this not... Is this Mike? Wait.
21.3. This is
Hello.
Arthur.
Hello.
Robin, are you
Oh,
there?
hey.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Who am I speaking with?
This is Maverick.
Maverick. Don't think we've met.
Somebody's right there. Hello.
Hello.
Oh goodness, Marco, is this you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
hello, Mitch. Sorry, I saw the light. I came by. I was passing for. I need to warm up, so I thought I'd use your fire.
Oh,
How you doing? You just back from the mountain. I saw your letter.
yeah. I'm burying someone down there. I was trying to call on radio
Oh.
for help, but no one was answering. I've dug a hole.
Do you
but
know who it was?
his name was Lonin, or also known as Hunter, is a poet.
Oh, I've seen his poems up in an Evo, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Oh,
was
cool chap.
very broken. He came here and we talked for a while. And then he went down there to relax for a moment. And then I heard a shot. He was lost. So I'm trying to bury him, but I can't move him alone.
Oh, I'll give you a hand. Yeah, I'll give you a hand. Do you want to warm up first? Make yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Freeze out there.
Of
You
course.
ain't going nowhere for a minute.
You don't
Well, I can
mind, do
wait.
you?
No! No.
Mm.
No, it's been a day of loss, mate. Yeah.
Oh, I see. He lost a lot of folks from Aniba, he was saying. So,
Yeah.
a very broken man.
Was that at the barn today? Do you know? Or was it just over time?
Oh,
I don't know if you know what happened over there.
I don't know.
Long story short, some nasty people were held up in a barn. It was a very big shootout. They all fucking died.
Oh,
And then there was explosives or gas or something rigged in the building. I don't know if people made it out. Me and a couple did. I don't know who was behind. And then, yeah, a lot of people were
goodness.
picking up from the dead, basically. So we got the fuck out of there. We'd already lost 2 people earlier, so we had enough loss, you know.
So
We was bugged
sorry
out.
to hear that.
Yeah, wait. I mean, there weren't people I was particularly close with. I don't mean that in a horrible way. There was people who were much closer with them that, you know, they'd appreciate it. But
Oh,
yeah, it happens, you know. Yeah, I know neither people were at the barn is all, so I don't know if any of them. I saw a few people went down as we were sorting it, but I was looking ahead, not back, you know. And
Yeah.
then when I heard the beeping, someone said beeping, I was like, get the fuck out. But it was like a crowd of people. I had to push through a crowd to get out because they were so eager to get a wall of guns, you know? They wanted stuff, and it's like, somebody's just said there's beeping and you're standing around picking shit up. Like, yeah, that place is it's a mess of gas now. Some green gas just floating over it. I don't know if it's what they left there or if it's what
goodness
maybe
sake.
watchers put down after them or others.
That all sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was a day, mate. It was a fucking day. Yeah.
I could
on Sunday
imagine.
Shit.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything about that. I was up on the big mountain with the 2 radio towers, you know, in the cabin. And
Beautiful up there. Yeah.
Oh, I've watched the most beautiful sunrise I've seen in years. It was wonderful. I even found the energy, thanks to codeine, the magical pill, to climb up the radio tower and really get quite the view up there. Then I arrived here, and
That reminds me.
Hunter was here. He left me a beautiful poem. And then we talked. He was so broken. And then, like I said, he went down there and did the unimaginable. I've been digging all night. And then I called on radio. I was trying to look for some folks to help me. Someone to help me at least move him and get him a proper burial, the poor man. He left a note. It said that he was sorry to many people like AZ and Maurice and AK, Krieg, Dwight, Madison, Beekeeper. I believe those were the key names that I have on here. So
I heard a couple on the radio like 20 minutes ago, maybe a bit more. They were 99.7. You might be able to get Dwight or Krieg on there. don't know many of the others.
Yeah.
I know Maurice was down at the barn, definitely. I saw him down there. I don't know him, but he just, I was who are you? When I stood next to a guy and he was like, Maurice. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what was going on down there. We were on the same flank at one point. Yeah, the people down at the barn said they had people from Aniva and Nagovo hostage and would kill people every 10 minutes. I don't remember if they said if we don't come in or if we don't fuck off. They basically wanted us to come in to butcher us all. And they didn't have anyone that I know of. They didn't prove that they had anyone. They were shooting shots, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh wait,
Hey, Cynics. How you
You're
doing,
alright.
brother?
sorry, I'm on the radio.
Oh, I think you're the
Alright,
gentleman
turn
I
this
was
off.
hearing on the radio.
Oh yeah, 91.3.
I think so. I was calling out on there. I heard someone was driving on his way to Nagovo. I think that sounded like you.
Yeah. Sorry, if you were talking, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, it's quite loud out here today.
Do you mind if I
Sort of
step
said
in?
everything.
No, go right ahead. Enjoy the fire and warm up. Mm.
What's your name, lads?
Name's Maverick. Maverick
I'm
Road.
Marco. Yeah.
Hello, Marco.
I'm Mitch.
Uh,
Oh, look at us. We all have M names. Maverick, Marco, and Mitch. And my friend who lives here, his name is Michael, so... Oh, my
Right.
goodness.
Got a little collection going on.
Fancy that.
Yeah, I've been living in
Yeah,
this...
Mitch, did you need
Oh,
any
drink.
like repair gear or anything? I got a bit torn up earlier, and so I needed to find like sewing kits and shit. But I'm all done with it now. You need any of that stuff right now?
if I need any of it?
Yeah, like duct tape, sewing kit, leather kit, any of that.
Oh, no, I think we're okay right now to that aspect, but I'm always a sucker for bolts if you have some. I love to use the
I'm actually,
crossbow.
I got some feathers for you. I found earlier, so
Oh.
I will bring them by.
Wonderful.
Fancy
And
making some of your own little bolts.
I got the tackle box you left the other day, and what a
Oh,
wonderful
lovely.
gift. Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah, it was just
utilized
sitting
it.
on myself. I mean, fishing kept me alive when I got here initially, but you know what it's like when you eat nothing but something for like 2-3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Get a bit of a.
Well, I wanted to at least
Okay.
offer you a
Oh.
piece of dried fish, you know.
Well, I won't
the-
say no. Just
You don't have to eat it. It's dried,
politeness.
so you could keep it for the road.
I'll eat it. Trust me. I ain't that put off by it, especially not a bit of trout, mate. No, it's lovely. Yeah.
Normally I'd watch the sunrise now, but things are a little grim for me. I've got a beautiful little spot that Michael built for me down there, but I've got to go and bury this poor man, so you mind helping
Show me
me?
where is me. You want to take him? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I got you.
You're
There's
welcome to
someone.
join if you'd like, but you're also welcome to keep going. It's up to you. There's a poor man who's died. I'm not sure you might be familiar. His name is Lonan or Hunter. He's a poet.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful in a world like this.
Well, yes.
No, though, I don't think I know him.
Well, he's lost a lot of people over the last few weeks down in Aniva. He was very broken, and I thought after our discussion that he had found some sort of solace. But I think he found solace for crossing over instead. And now he's sadly passed away. I spent all night digging a grave for him because the poor man, he needs at least that kind of closure. So at least he'll be able to watch a sunrise every day.
Yeah.
He's by the beach, right straight ahead. And his grave is right to this second tree right there.
Alright.
I've dug it all night.
Was it... How did he do it? Was it self-inflicted?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh, his body's gone.
Right, Maverick, you want to help me hook this guy up?
Yeah.
You can lead the way
Yeah, I
back to
get-
where you want us to put him.
Wonderful.
Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Right, this way.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Wish we could get him a bit closer, but just take your time.
Sorry.
There we go.
Right here in the grave.
Lay him in. There you go.
Thank you so much. I wouldn't have never been able to move him.
Alright, no worries, mate.
It's a great thing, that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really hard. I've done that too,
Sorry,
man.
did you know him very long?
No, I had just met him today. I just arrived after my long walk for the last 2 days, and he was there, and he was about to post up one of his poems, a wonderful piece that he wrote. And I read it, and then he seemed so broken. He was looking for someone. And so we talked a little. He expressed all of his losses. And then I tried to explain to him as best as I could how to deal with it, or at least how I did. And he seemed to have really, well, he enjoyed that. I felt in his eyes that he had found peace. I just didn't think it was this kind of peace.
You could do that through no, you know. So listen, in last moments, at least he went out the way he chose, you know.
Yeah. He called himself a
That's right.
coward in his note, but he fought. Like all of us. You know, we all fought to get where we are today. And he fought his battle for as long as he could. Now he gets to rest.
Want me to fill it in? You got to be tired, Mitch. I got you.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I can handle it.
All right. Thank you, Marco.
Said he was looking for someone, like a friend or...
Oh, he was looking for a therapist. Apparently there was a therapist. Thought he might have passed through here. Since I live on the side of a main road, you know, I see a lot of folk pass. But did not see the therapist. So I offered to talk with him. I asked him to take a seat. And he gladly accepted. We talked for a long while. He was a kind soul, from what I gathered. Someone with a lot of emotions.
I
Yeah.
was looking for a therapist.
Yes. Thank you.
Wow.
Like I said, after we've discussed for a while, I saw his sadness turn to peace. And he said he wanted to come down here to reflect on the good memories. And so I let him do that. There was a side of me that almost crossed the road to come and see him, but I was watching over his bicycle. Maybe I should have. But then again,
Yeah.
fate
Get
had
with it, Mitch.
fate had a different plan.
Yeah, made his decision. I Did he say a name of the therapist?
I'm afraid not.
You asked, right?
He did give me
He might have
a
a clue.
list of names in a note that he left. Yeah, there was the names, a few of them I recognize. AZ, and he was asking for forgiveness for all of these people. AZ, Maurice, AK, Krieg, Dwight, Madison, and Beekeeper.
Recognize some of those names, I think. Um, I don't want to dwell on it, because I'm afraid of the truth, but he might have been looking for me. Well, before everything, I was a psychologist, and well, I've made a lot of these pamphlets. And I posted them around because I had planned on making a practice somewhere.
Oh, goodness. Then maybe.
Maybe I was too late. I never met him.
For what it's worth,
I couldn't.
he seemed. I saw how broken he was. And he did seem at peace once we were done. I no therapists or psychologists, obviously. I was just a hobo for 50 years. I traveled the world, met a lot of folks, you know, textbook, at least for a person like me, and I could only speak of experience when I spoke with him. He seemed relieved. But I am a firm believer in fate, the universe. It has a plan. It wasn't meant to be, I suppose. Just like I didn't cross the road. I could have stopped him if I did. Maybe. But I suppose
Can't
none of
be
us
like
here
that,
can
though,
blame. Exactly. I won't dwell on that at all. But I will remember him.
What ifs? That's all you can do, you know.
Can I
Give them
keep
a
this
nice
note?
spot, you
Right.
know.
Or do you need it?
Yeah, actually, no, I have plenty.
All
Like
right.
if you have like a board or something, if you
I-
get a lot of
I
travelers,
do.
it'd be great.
It's a small board, but it's up there. Yes. I'll pin it there for you.
Thank you. Just my heart breaks for him. Honestly, I'm a bit of an emotional person, I suppose. But
Oh, I know the feeling.
well,
I should get a wriggle on. I got to see if I can find a friend of mine. If you need anything, Mitch, just let me know, all right? I'll come by a bit. Uh, I'll get you them feathers next couple of days. If you need anything else, let me know.
yeah. I just
Yes.
stopped by for the fire.
Oh,
But
Thank you again,
I will see.
Marco.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I will see you boys around, I guess. Stay warm, all right?
Take
see
care.
yous. All right. Right. Yeah. I'll be heading off too then. I'm glad I got to take this time to help out, but
I appreciate your help. You maybe you didn't have time to help him mentally, but you've at least helped him rest. I'm grateful for that.
yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. You have safe travels and that, Mitch.
Yes,
Nice meeting you.
likewise, and you're welcome here anytime. Anytime you need to use that fire pit up there, or down here, okay?
Thank you so much.
Motherfuck. Ah. I can't interact with them anymore. I hate the placing thing because sometimes it just doesn't want to. And sorry, Cynics, I am reading you. Just obviously I was in the RP there for a minute, but it's really good to see you, man. Oh, I know you know. I'd still like to acknowledge it. Where did I put the darn note? Which pocket was it? And here lies Ronan Hunter. May you rest in peace. Hey, that voice guy. Man, what a moment. I thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna log off, call it a day. Nope. I'm walking injured. Yeah, just Remington here. Take the scope off of that, but the rest I'm gonna just leave it. His body despawned though, so I don't know. I checked it really quickly. I didn't take anything off his body. Like, that's not the first thing I do when I see a fucking body. Like, instantly just pillage it, you know, for everything it's got. But, you know, he had like a gun, a pistol, silencer, a few things like. But it's just not what I do, man. Watching a football game. I did. I picked up the back. I got all the notes inside of my locker. Starting to get way too many notes now. Put it alongside here. Have the extra, like the ads, you know, what the main board is like. That works. Oh man, and he wrote me a nice poem too. So at least I get to keep that, you know. Yeah, see, that was his bag, and got his poem on the wall over there. Just such a nice little poem right there. Go ahead and pause the stream if you'd like to read this, but we read it earlier. Give you a second to pause. You paused? Alright, pause. Whoever's pausing there. And... oop, there we go. How dare. Yeah, and like I said, I got a bunch of his notes. Here, let's start with this one. I killed people. I hurt people. I'm not a good man. I will make sure next time I'll do it right. Well, only he knew, man. A lot of people has killed people. Oh, Luca, you absolute clown. Turning the tribe upside down with antics wild and plans half-baked. It's a wonder we haven't all been raked. Okay, so this is like a Luca poem. Yeah, I know, but I think the whitelist app is like really generally short. Is it? Isn't it like pretty short? Who's done the whitelist like recently on here? Like I didn't do the whitelist because I played like a lore character and I was helping out and shit, and just, I didn't fill it out, and I forget. You know, obviously my plan was to come here and break the rules and never read them, you know. Okay, it's another. This bar is a beacon, a shelter, a home for travelers weary and those who roam. I know where that's meant. Her name was AZ, a spark in the night. Oh, this will have to be AZ's poem. Oh, damn. Alright. Put that here, and then I'll put his other note. This one will go here, and then that's his extra stuff. It's short. See? It's pretty short, yeah. It's not like a... You're not gonna be sitting down for like a Red Dead RP, you know, length of time, you know. And that's his bicycle right there, too. It's a nice pink bike, man. I don't have room to keep it, but I could maybe put it inside the locker. Somebody will grab it. Somebody that needs it. If it fits in here, we'll see. No, it's not gonna fit in here. It's a little too big. Oh, actually, I might actually take this. The light. Put that in there. Put that there. There. Doing things. Backpack could go here. So that I could sport other things in there. And there we go. And now we got a bike. For someone. we learn to trust ourselves again, to believe in our ability to navigate the uncertainties of life. Relationships, while beautiful and enriching, are not the sole source of our identity or strength. An unanswered goodbye pushes us to look inward, to discover that we are enough as we are. Whole even without the explanations we once thought we needed. The pain of an unresolved farewell doesn't vanish overnight. It ebbs and flows, teaching us patience along the way. But with time, we find that its edge is often soft. The unanswered questions lose their urgency, and the silence becomes less a wound and more space. A space where we can choose to create meaning, to cultivate resilience. And to honor our own journey. So what do we take from these silent endings? Perhaps the most important lesson is this: we are not defined by what we've lost, but by how we rise after losing it. The strength to move forward without answers, the courage to heal without resolution. These are quiet victories, testaments to the depth of our resilience. Man, what a day. That was fun. I love letting Mitch take over my brain. It was short. That voice guy came in just like at the end, you know? Same for Bush. Sorry, guys. 4 hours in today. That's pretty good. I'd say so.
Every stop I make,
I love that little monologue there at the end. That was fun.
it ain't long till I get spun round and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow my whole world will settle down, but it ain't tomorrow, so I keep moving on. I'm down a road.
Oh, man.
Never
All right.
to end. Full of track lines and rails and lies around each
Let's
bend.
see. We're going to go to...
So if you're gonna join me for a while.
Better grab your hat, you know I live like that kind of hobo style. All right, let's go see Troy.
Tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. It ain't tomorrow, so this
Hey,
old
Laugh.
world's still
See you
mine.
soon. Guys, please join that roach raid. Let's go say hello to Troy. Send some love over. He's awesome. He's always visiting this chat, so we could do that for him. Wonderful session. Shout out to everybody I repeated with today, and shout out to all of you for tuning in. I should be back tomorrow if all goes well, so hopefully. And until then, as always, stay awesome and stay safe. Much love.
Maybe tomorrow, my God will help.